Warning. The following video is intended for viewers 13 years and older. Viewer discretion is advised. You're here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, YouTube. It's I'm Ghost of Sparta. And I just wanted to start this review off with saying I'm sorry. I missed a couple of uploads this past week. Just want to let you guys know it was because I was catching up at work. Work has been kind of running me dry. And also I've been waiting for a couple of shipments to come in to be able to make videos for you guys. I'm just a small YouTuber right now, so I just need more support so that way I can make these videos consistent. You know, I try to do 2 uploads a week, but sometimes I get slowed down because, you know, shipments are running behind or I run out of things to review. You know, but like I said, I'm not sponsored like some of the big guys, and I need more of your guys' support to help me get there so we can show the big guys that the I'm Ghost of Sparta channel is the #1 channel for action figure reviews. But with all that being said, let's get to this review. And once again, I do apologize, guys, for that, but I have a fantastic action figure review of the Avenger lines from S.H.Figuarts LOKI. We're going to take a look at paint apps, accessories, sculpt, and articulation. Please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to mash that like button to show your support for the I'm Ghost of Sparta channel. Make sure to check out in the description below for all my social media sites so you can stay up to date with this channel. And I've always put updates on my Facebook page, so make sure you guys like that page, because that's where you'll know if there's when the video is coming up, or you know, I'll send up hints of the next video that's coming up. So make sure to check out that page and make sure you have liked it on your Facebook. Make sure to look out for all my other videos and cards in the upper right hand corner, because it will lead you to another fantastic review from me. So let's get to those size comparisons. We have Loki with Marvel Legends Deadpool. We have Loki with S.H.Figuarts Goku. Loki with NECA Predator. So now that we got the size comparisons out of the way, we can actually take a look at this figure in a closer look. Now with the size comparisons, I can say that, you know, for all the lines that are, those are pretty much basic lines that everybody's picking up, you know. And you can see that this figure, you know, stands pretty tall. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Loki was a little bit shorter than obviously Thor, or just about the same size. I don't have a Thor, or I don't have a Marvel Legends, or not Marvel Legends, but the S.H.Figuarts Legend figures. I'm waiting for my Captain America. It should be coming soon. So once I get that, we can do a size comparison with him when I do the Captain America review. But first off, I want to say is the cloth cape. Yes, I like it, great, but make it accurate. I mean, this cape is too stubby. I understand what they're trying to do to get the crimps right here, you know, so that it folds over itself just like he has in the movie, but you needed to make that section a little wider. If it was a little wider so this could drape over right here, I think it would have been fine. You know, this cape is just the wrong length. And I think S.H.Figuarts did a disservice for themselves for having the wrong length of cape, so that way they can get the, you know, proper look for them, because it just doesn't look right. If I'm not mistaken, I remember Loki's cape, yeah, it hung on to the side like that, but I'm pretty sure he could have draped over his shoulders a little bit. Now the sculpt work on this figure looks nice for the body. We'll get to the head right now, you know, Tom Hiddleston's head, and man, do I have some big gripes with it. But as for the aesthetic of the costume, it looks great. I mean, they have some good wash on there. You can see the nice detail of all the sculpted detail. Let's see how many times I say detail in this review. But they did hit it to that point where they have, you know, each little individual line. They got the patterns that were on his costume in the movie. Let's take a look at the back. That was pretty plain. So all the parts that you can see visibly, you can see that there's patterns everywhere. Let's see right here on the legs. Yeah, they were able to sculpt in that pattern. This is not painted in, this is sculpted in. So that's good that they took the time to do that. Yeah, the chest sculpted in, arms, the bracers sculpted, all the way even up to the wrist. The wrist has a piece of the bracer right there because it's supposed to be there. So that's good that we see that. So yeah, I give it a good solid B for the attempt of sculpt work that they put on there. Now as for the face, I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of people, been doing my research, and a lot of people saying the face is terrible, and I have to agree. I feel that they gave him too big of a forehead. I'm gonna Google up a picture real quick while I have you guys here, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Tom Hiddleston has a that big of a forehead. I mean, I feel that the sculpt work on him is just not done well. It is not done well. I don't know. That could be just me. You guys let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about this head work here? Like the sculpt work on the face. Do you see Loki? Do you see Tom Hiddleston's face in that? Does it look like him? I don't know. I don't see it. I feel that I think his hairline could have came down just a little bit more, and I think it would have been fine. And the way that they changed the faces is completely different from like a S.H.Figuarts. It kind of just slides down, and I think that's what was hindering it. I think this piece, like I said, it's supposed to go over his forehead. I think it needs to come down just a tiny bit more, and I think it would have probably fixed the figure, but that's just my opinion. I want to know your guys' opinion in the comments below. Please let me know what did you think about that. So as for the face or the head sculpt, you know, yeah, I give it a D, big fat D in that regard, because I don't know, I think they could have done a lot better. We'll go over the other face sculpts he has, because he does come with 2 others, and he also comes with his helmet, but we'll go over the accessories in a moment. But we're gonna get to the articulation. Head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, bend at the elbow, wrist swivel, hinge, diaphragm joint back, forward, waist swivel, leg kicks up, kicks back, Loki spread, bend at the knee. Well, there's your problem right there. It's a ball peg. You need a ball hinge. Tilt back, tilt forward, toe hinge. Now, just before we get to the accessories, I need to talk about this articulation a bit, because I'm actually super disappointed in that. Now, the figure's head pops off because you can give him his helmet. So I'm going to show you that now. Now you can see here, it's just a typical double ball peg. No hinge, no anything, which gives great motion, as you can see. This hairpiece that they put right here hinders it a ton. And that's due to this hard plastic piece for his vest, jacket, trench coat, whatever you want to call it. So it's going to hinder the articulation. So when you pop that in, you can't have him look up too far. You can have him look down a decent bit, but this accessory here to get his head to, or the hair to, you know, lay down, I think they did themselves a really big, they gave themselves a big problem with that. It's just hindering the articulation of the figure for the head. Now, this skirt piece for his tunic, I get that they wanted to use this, you know, it's like a stiffer plastic. It's not hard, but it is kind of stiff. It's rubbery. Let's put it that way. It's a rubbery, and it hinders a kick. Like if you needed him to kick forward or something, or maybe you want to put him on a, you know, see if he had a little captain in him, do one of those, you know, those little bits. Yeah, that it just hinders it completely. The only leg that you're gonna be able to freely, you know, put up would be this right leg, and I don't think that's right. This figure needs some good articulation to get him some good dynamic poses. I mean, from what I remember, Loki didn't, you know, fight or do much, but I mean, shit, this is the point of a toy or action figure, so you can imagine something. But yeah, so those only disappointment gripes I have. There's no bicep swivel at all either, so there's no bicep cut so you can swivel the arm. The only way you could swivel the arm is with the what looks to be the butterfly joint. So it is on a ball swivel. And that's just what I have to say about the articulation. It's terrible. It's like a C+, like a C- articulation. C- for sure. So let's get back to those accessories. So now we're gonna go to the hands portion of his accessories. And you can see he has 4 pairs of hands that you have. There's obviously 2 that are his fisted hands that came on with him in the package. And then you have these slightly open gesture hands. You have a slightly clawing or open hand that's also used to hold the Tesseract, which I'll show you now, which is a nice, good, translucent blue plastic there. It's very nice, good, very good, very goodly, greatly detailed, because it's just a perfectly cubed, you know, piece of plastic. And then he has his fisted closed hands, but they're to help him hold his Loki pokey stick. So those are those accessories there. Let's go off to the rest that he comes with. Now we have the rest of the accessories. This is it. This is all that comes with him inside of his retailed packaging. So we have some nice handcuffs here that you're able to display him in when he got captured by the Avengers. To be able to slip these on, you would just pop off the hand right here, slip one of the cuffs on, pop the hand back on, and I just dropped it, pop the hand back on the joint, and boom, you have him cuffed. So you would just do the same thing on the other side. And I think that's a nice accessory to give you, you know, because he did get, you know, apprehended by the Avengers. That's why they are the Avengers. And the detail on them are nice. They have a nice gold look on them. I mean, it pretty much matches Loki's attire. He's like goldish, greenish, and silver. And this happens to be the same paint there. Now he also has his pretty much iconic helmet here with the Loki horns. This comes off in 2 pieces. This part will peg into the neck of the character after you place, you know, the hairpiece underneath him. And then the headpiece could either slip on right here, or I think the best way to do it would be to actually have it go into the mask like so. And don't drop your pieces like I do. I've been fumbling. And we're back. So I was able to retrieve the piece that was missing. So you just place it in the helmet like so. And then you can attach it here. Just be very careful with these little clear pegs. Those would be the first thing to break on a figure like this. And these figures aren't cheap, you guys. These figures are not cheap, so be very careful with them. And there you go, you got Loki with his little duct tape piece with the helmet on, but I don't think he ever appeared that way. So let's get him with him laughing. That's another way you could slip it, just slip it right through. There you go, we have him right there. Now let's look at the sculpt of this one, him laughing. It kind of looks like he has no teeth. Like the teeth right there are not even painted. He literally looks like he's just gumming, he's gum smiling. Like, how can you do that to me, S.H.Figuarts? I played premium and I expected to see some pearly whites. I mean, I know Tom Hiddleston's British, but I don't think he has that messed up of teeth. Let's just say that right now. You don't have that bad of, you know, a tooth problem. I know he has some nice pearly whites. And you pretty much painted over his teeth in the flesh color and didn't even paint his teeth. Sad. So we have another hair accessory. This one's more winded, like if he's running, the hair is being pushed back. Place that there. Now we go to his Loki pokey stick, which is nicely detailed. You can see the little translucent crystal right here, painted silver and gold. Now to use this with his hands, you would need to take this off. Comes off in 2 pieces. Shove this part in his wrist or in his hand, because obviously you can't open them up, and then plug it back in. They are keyed. There's a certain way they need to go in, so make sure you are paying attention to that, because that will break. This is very easy to break, so just be very careful with that. You want to make sure that you key it in the correct way. Like I said, this piece right here is very easy to break. You know, they're usually flimsy when they come to this point. So there you go. Now you have him with this Loki pokey stick in his hand, and then you can display them in any way, shape, or form you would like. So you get the first version, which is it being smaller, and then you'll also get the much longer version here, which is the same getup, same style. They just, you know, offered some more plastic for it. You can see that the blade is also different too. They added more detail to it, because if I put this side to side, it's not the same exact blade, because you have this piece here. And then you have the longer handle, of course, for him to be, you know, displayed with it, like good old Mischief Loki. So this is great. The silver looks nice. It looks like it's made out of metal, but it isn't. And the gold, I feel the gold is a little dingy, but I think that's what they're going for. And I wish they would have did some black wash to be able to capture. I know they sculpted these details in, but some black wash would have been nice. I don't know if you guys are picking that up, so you could see the details all the way around. They had sculpted work. They had sculpt work right here. And it would have been great if they would have put some black wash on it, and you would have captured those details. So let's go to my final thoughts on this figure. So now we're back to my final thoughts of this figure. And all I can say is that even though Loki wasn't that much, or he wasn't pretty much acrobatic in the movie, I feel like this figure should be able to do, or be able to be posed in, I guess, very basic acrobatic, you know, styles, you know, something, because this guy's really stiff. You're not going to be able to get him to pose unless it's either standing, maybe kneeling, maybe sitting. You know, I mean, as I'm talking, you guys can see some of the poses I was able to get him in. Most of them are standing. I usually try to go for a dramatic, you know, pose of some kind, but yeah, with this figure, it's not going to happen. He's very stiff. So I would just keep that in mind if you were going to purchase this figure. I mean, he's okay looking figure. Okay. I mean, this figure, I give it a C. Accessories are great. Paint apps. I mean, actually, I take that back. The sculpt is bad. Let's go with that. Can't pose. As for accessories, yeah, I mean, it's nice. I mean, you get the handcuffs, you get his helmet, you get 2 versions of the Loki pokey stick, and you know, we can call it a day. But I don't know. I feel like for the price point for this figure, I think it could have gone a little bit more cheaper, because like I said, you're not going to be able to get, you know, some good poses in if you're going to try to do like a diorama or something like that. So that's just me, guys. You let me know in the comments if you guys picked this up and if you had the same issues as well, or tell me if you really like the figure. Just let me know in the comments below. And like always, guys, please remember to like, subscribe to show your support for this channel, and I will see everybody on the next review.